Welcome to Taste Your C Skill. Today I am going to teach you structure within a structure. So let us consider one structure whose name is personal underscore record, which contain five variable: name, day of birth, month of birth, year of birth, and salary. Now you can see these three variable: day, month, and year of the birth are related to your birthday. So I can make one structure which contain these three variable, and that structure will be a part of your personal record. How? We will see. Okay, so we have created one structure: date, which contain day of birth, month of birth, and year of birth, and the structure name is date. Okay, now we have created same structure, that is personal underscore record, contain two value: name and salary, and one structure variable, that is struct date. Okay, here the variable of the struct date is birthday. Now if I have created a variable of structure personal underscore record whose name is person, so I can directly access name and salary with the help of person. So what I have to write: person dot name, person dot salary. Okay, that is person dot name and person dot salary. But in order to access this day, month, and year with the help of person member, okay, we have created a structure within a structure. Means now date structure is a part of person underscore record. So I can access these three variable using person dot birthday dot day of month, person dot birthday dot day of month. Same way for person dot birthday dot month of birth. Same way person dot birthday dot year underscore of birth. Okay, so normally we have to write outer structure name dot inner structure name dot variable name. Okay, so your inner structure variable can be accessed using outer structure variable dot inner structure variable dot your variable name. Okay, so this is just the example. Name and salary we can take from user, but in order to take day of birth and month of birth and year of birth, you have to write person dot birthday, person dot birthday dot month of birth, person dot birthday dot year of birth. Okay. Now even you can nested more than one type of structure here. Okay, for example, we have created two structure: date and name. Okay, date contain day, month, and year. Your name contain first name, last name, middle name. Okay, now we have created one structure person underscore record, which will contain one member variable salary, and two structure, one is of type struct date and second is of type struct name. And we have created two object or two variable of struct date, that is birthday and date day. Okay, so I can access salary with the help of personal underscore record variable. I can access day, month, and year using outer structure variable name dot inner structure variable name dot your variable. Okay, now we will see function and structure. So we can pass a structure in a function in a fourth way. First is passing the individual member of a function. Okay, second is passing whole structure as a function argument. Third is passing a structure pointer to the function, and fourth is passing the array of a structure, okay, to the function. So one by one we will see all the type. So first is passing the structure member to the function. Okay, so here structure member function can be passed to the function as an actual argument in the function call. Okay, for example, we have a 3 argument in a structure. We have to pass 3 argument, and that argument is structure name dot your member name. Okay, now what's the problem in your when you pass a structure member to a function? If your structure variable have 100 variable member variable, then you have to pass 100 argument, so it become complex. Okay, consider we have a structure. Okay, name is employee, which contain name, id and salary, and we want to pass these 3 argument to the member function. Okay, so in order to do this is your function call in which we have passed 3 argument: employee dot name, employee dot id and employee dot salary. Emp is your member variable of structure employee, and this is your function call. Okay, now what is the function definition? It contains 3 argument. First is character array, second is integer, and third is float. So this name will be copied into e, id will be copied into id, and salary will be copied into sal. Okay, and we are just displaying on a screen. Here we are passing individual member of a structure as a function argument. Second is passing whole structure to the function. Okay, now we can pass whole structure as a function argument. So what is the syntax of function call? Function name, and here you have to write function structure variable name. Now what is the declare what is the function syntax? You have to write return type function name, and here you have to write a structure member variable name. Okay, we will see with the help of example. So here we have passed emp. Emp is a member, it is a variable of structure employee. Okay, and now display contain only one argument. Okay, so this emp will be copied into e, and we can access all the variable of structure using e. So we have written here e dot name, e dot id and e dot salary. Okay, so simply we are just copy all the data of emp structure, all the data of emp structure into structure e. Okay, so here we are passing structure as a call by value. Okay, now third is passing the structure pointer to the function. Okay, now in this case, instead of passing a structure value, we are passing the address of a structure. Okay, it's like we have to use pointer in order to store the address of structure. So detailed description is about a video. I will provide a link in a description where you can read structure and pointer. Okay, but I am going to just give some brief introduction. Here we are passing the address of employee structure, and in order to store the address of emp, we have to take star e. That is, e can store the now address of emp, not value. So e is actually pointing to the emp. And we can access all the variable of emp, that is a structure employee, using e, that is a pointer variable. So what we have to write? E arrow operator name, e arrow operator id and e arrow operator salary. Okay, this is equivalent to what? Star e dot name. Okay, you can write down same way. This is star e dot id. Third is star e dot salary. Okay, detailed description you can read, watch out the video structure and pointer. And last is passing array of a structure to the function. Okay, even we can pass array of the structure into function. Okay, now it's similar to the passing an array of any type to the function. Okay, now you have to just pass name of the array of the structure to the calling function, which is the base address of a array of the structure. Okay. For example, here assume emp is a array name of size 2, means we have declared emp2. Okay, this is a member variable of structure employee. variable. Now in order to store, whenever we are going to pass array of structure as argument, we have to write here array of structure. Okay, so one by one all the value of emp of 0 will be copied into e of 0, emp1, all the emp1 will be copied into e of 1. Okay, we have already discussed copy and comparing of a structure in earlier video. So one by one all the value of all the member variable of all the array structure will be copied into array of structure. Okay, and we are just iterating over the for loop and we are displaying on a screen. Okay, so emp0 will be copied into e0, emp1 will be copied into e1, and emp2 will be copied into e2, so on. It's up to the structure size. Okay, we have taken here size 2, that's why we have to go up to 2, that is 0 and 1. Okay, thank you.